Last year I had the privilege, I think, to witness to a small miracle. I've met this woman 4 years prior, and after I got to know her better, she asked me to pray for her brother. Her brother got into not a good relationship, not a good marriage, actually a toxic one. And so he slowly cut himself out of the family, from her mother, from all those who were caring for him. And so she has been praying for him so that he may wake up, that he may do something for his life, that he may realize what he was getting into and come back to a fullness communion and relationship with his own family. And so last year I witnessed that. After years of praying, she has been praying for her brother for 18 years, when he finally realized that things weren't going well, where he finally turned back and reconciled with her, with his mother, and was brought back even to the faith. So when I actually sat down with her and him and met this brother, this famous brother I've been praying for a while for, I could just see her face, her eyes almost teary all the time. She was overwhelmed with joy, not just rejoicing, overwhelmed with joy that the prayers of the Lord have been answered, that what she has hoped for and desired for so many times, so many years, that almost became her life mission, was accomplished. And we all know it's just one step. Now, coming back to the faith and coming back to the family was just another step for him. But nevertheless, there was a lot of joy. Today is the Sunday of joy, and today the liturgy and the church again points us and brings us to John the Baptist. John the Baptist is at the end of his life. He has preached against Philip and Pontius Pilate and those who were reigning, and said, you cannot keep that as your wife. That's your brother's wife. And so he got in jail, and he's about to die. And at the end of his life, some people think, well, it's at the end of his life, he's in prison, he's doubting. He's doubting about his mission. Is Jesus really the Messiah we're awaiting? Is Jesus really the one who is to come, the one we're waiting for? I don't think it's a doubt. Honestly, what I think that John is so passionate and invested in his mission that till his last breath, he wants to accomplish it. John is Jesus' cousin. When he met him in the womb of his mother, they both leaped for joy. John, at the end of his life, wants that everyone knows that what has been waiting for years and years and centuries and is finally coming to fulfillment. Have you ever maybe host an event and be at an event where people from the crowd ask a question to the speaker? Not really because they don't know the answer, but because they want to make a point. So please tell us again, how did you do that? What did you actually answer in that suffering? What's the main thing we need to bring home from what you've said for us to a whole hour? I think John the Baptist is doing something similar. Are you the Christ, or should we wait for someone else? Jesus doesn't respond yes or no. He says, responds with the prophet Isaiah. He gives proofs. He gives data. Blind see, leap walk, deaf hear, dead are raised from the dead. And to the poor is preached the good news. I am the Messiah. And so people overjoyed for this answer. People are so excited that finally, the one we have been waiting for is here. And if we want to learn from John the Baptist, I think we need to bring it to our own life. What gives me joy? If I need to be honest to myself, the things I do, I read, and I spend time with, What gives me joy? Now look even in the past, how you use your talents and your gifts. What brings you joy? Because only if you answer that, you're going to be fully invested, like John the Baptist was. Only if you answer to that question, you're going to be all in and even wait for results till the end of your life to see things fulfilled. And I'm not talking about just excitement or enthusiasm or happiness that is here when things are going well and it goes away when things are not going well. But the joy that makes you stay there all the time, the joy that doesn't leave you even when things get harder, the joy that overwhelms your heart when you see things actually working so well for all the time and efforts you put in. That's the invitation from now till we get to Christmas. Answer this question, what gives you joy? And pursue it. Pursue it with all your heart. Don't be afraid you'll be disappointed. Don't be afraid it will be hard. Don't be afraid it will leave you with nothing in your hands. Because if the Lord has put that desire on your heart, if He has given you gifts and talents to pursue that, that will make a big difference in your life. It will be like John the Baptist. It doesn't really matter if you are in jail or if you are out preaching and crowds are coming to you. You will find fulfillment because joy will stay. The joy that is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. The joy that we celebrate today. The joy that we sing about on Christmas. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. But if we don't have the courage to pursue it, how are we going to experience this joy? And we all know how it looks like. We all want it. John the Baptist is inviting us and pushing us to actually go for it and pursue it.